Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru. We're playing level 409, which is a hard level. We have 50 moves just to bring down 2 ingredients, which are going to help us to collect the 20,000 points. That's not a problem. The problem is the ingredients are coming down from here, and we have to put them in one of these columns down here. So we have to shuffle things over. Now we can use a slappy hand if we want, one of these switch hands, because even though it says to switch 2 candies, you can switch a candy and an ingredient. And if you're really having trouble, that's a good way to do it. The other thing we need to do is remove these because we can't reach the receptacles until we get rid of them. So we have a lot of work to do. We've got some helpers here, and I'm just going to start by making any wonderful combinations of specials that I can. Now let's talk about how to move things around. If I could manage to get a red over here, I can move this. That's how we have to shift these if we're not using the slappy hand. Sometimes it's a little easier than others. Sometimes it's much more difficult to spot. I see purples lining up. No, my purple went away. That happens a lot too. The way these slide around, it's hard to predict how it's going to happen. I can still try to get that purple back, but I have the feeling I'm going to detonate something before I get that far. So I'm just going to worry about making some specials. Checking here to see if I can move anything, here to see if I can move anything. My strategy is focus on these and these to help with this. But always look each time for these. Once you've got these cleared out, then you can focus on getting these moved over. Unless you see I'm just one move away from being able to get things to work. Then you might want to try for it. So the reason I say that is twofold. Number one, this will make it crazy. And number two, it's easier to get rid of these when you don't have the ingredients in the way. Now some people say, well, I'm just going to take out one of these and I'll take out this one and I'll concentrate on this one and I'll move both ingredients over this way. That's tougher than it sounds because this column doesn't shift. So if you're thinking about doing that, you can. With a slappy hand it should be easy, but it might not be as easy as you think. Alright, trying to figure out how I can get some specials to line up together. And still, I always have to look to see if there's any way I can move these. That's always my first goal. It's not my recommendation for your first goal, but it's kind of always mine. I'm a puzzle solver, so I like to figure that out. Like getting these greens together, although the greens aren't the issue. Let's see. I'm going to scooch this over a bit. I can move this way. I could put it over here like I said you shouldn't do. Okay, so now we've got something that we can aim toward here, and that's a good thing for us. We want to keep track. Oh, we created and deployed a color bomb right away. Okay, looking to see if I can move things over. Looking to see. Usually when it's down in this little crevice here, you can't, but all you have to do is keep cycling this through and it'll come out of the crevice. Let's see, making more specials that we can deploy against this. Seeing if I can move things over. This special isn't going to help us very much. It's not going to help us as much as this. Oh, and this is nice if we could get these to line up. Okay. I can almost move that over. But then not quite, because things shift so wildly. Let's see if I can make some specials in here. We're getting these close. Oh, and here we go. Move that over. I'm going to scooch this over this way. If I can get this here, it can detonate these and really help with that cake bomb. Both cake bombs, actually. I get quiet when I get serious. Now see, this is a little bit in the way. But that's okay. I'm glad I was able to move things over. If I could get this purple to cycle through and get back up to this top, that would be good, but I don't see a way to do that. Because as soon as I do this, the purple's moved over. But maybe a new purple will come. Oh, look at that! Thank you for the gift. And then, if I could get another red over here, or another blue. Okay, so I'm going to leave that alone for a little bit. I still really want to get some of these specials to coordinate. Here we go. Alright, time for a little detonation celebration. And now we got this over. Okay, so now we just have the hard work of getting these removed. It seems like it should be easier than it is. But it's tough to make these specials and these connections when things shift so wildly. This will help. Now, if I can pair this with something. If I try to bring that blue down, it doesn't matter. That's all going to be connected. But let's see if we can do it by moving the orange. Alright, well this is going to turn into a striped candy, but look at all the firepower we'll have facing there. We'll only have a little bit here. Let's see if we can... I know when I do this... Oh no, it's going to cascade wildly out of control. I have to rely on this. And then, oh good, I was going to say, and then hopefully the center will get out. So that's how we beat this level. 409, tough level. Remember, you don't have to do it this way. You can use your slappy hands and move those ingredients over. You could just focus on these first, and once these are gone, move those over and bring them down. Not a problem. But if you're still stuck and you want some specific advice, put something in the comment section. I'll try to help you. If you found this helpful, please hit like, and if you want to see more videos, you can always subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.